XChange Newsroom coverage is brought to you by Enable, a leading integrated IT service management platform provider.
I'm here at XChange with Kirsten Craft, CRO of Prolifics. Kirsten, what impact do you see AI having on the channel?
Well, AI I see it as ubiquitous across the entire channel. So at Prolifics, we focus on the software side. We focus on really middleware and above, and that means like data integration, business process automation, test automation. So we do a lot of application development and business problem solving. But there's so much, so we naturally work with AI, right, quite a bit across that spectrum. But there's so much outside of that AI requires in order to be successful. Whether you're a hardware provider or an MSP, there's all sorts of different opportunities and requirements around AI for the channel.
And we were talking earlier about the idea that when you're at an event like this, speaking to other companies, ideas can sort of form in your mind of, hey, if we work with those guys, this product could come about, which we could offer to our clients. Can you talk a bit about how those ideas come about when you meet people at events like this?
You know, that's interesting. When I was first asked to come to this event, I was a little bit on the fence as far as whether I actually wanted to come, because I looked at some of the other partners that were going to be here, and they're not really like me. There's a few that are here, but a lot of them are different partner types. But it's been very interesting just to have some conversations. I've actually uncovered a lot of different partnering opportunities because they're not like us, they actually need our services. So when you combine what we do with what they do in the hardware space, in the MSP space, they're seeing opportunities with their clients and they need to round it out. And they need services like we can provide. And conversely, we can probably use their services as well. So it's been a great collaboration.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about a hardware provider that you'd met and were speaking to, and obviously as a principally a software provider, you had an idea for a partnership just from that chance meeting. Could you talk a bit about that?
Sure. Actually, in one of the sessions earlier today, I heard from a hardware provider called Scale Computing. And at first I thought, this is not going to apply to me at all. But as they were talking through it, they were talking about their devices being on the edge, and they were talking about how those are being used in the context of AI for manufacturing. Well, we have manufacturing clients and we're doing AI at the edge for them, but we've not really thought about how is this being supported from a hardware perspective? How do you make sure that stays in their private cloud? So that was a great idea that I'm going to take back with me and see, we're going to need a hardware provider to help us with that sort of architecture layer, but it really helps round out some of the solutions. That was just one idea that I had coming out of this.
Fantastic. I'm glad you had that experience here.
Yeah.
Now, what sort of challenges do you see that AI presents to the channel at the moment?
So the biggest challenge that we've seen is customers who get really excited about AI, right? They get excited about it, they want to do it, and so you have a bunch of ideation, and then maybe you even do a POC, and then they realize that they don't have a financial justification to actually move that forward into deployment. So one of the things that we've done over the past years, we've developed a methodology to help them with this. We call it the power of one. We say, we're going to come up with ideas in a day, we're going to approve it in a week, and we're going to deliver in a month. It's just really a framework that we use to help customers really get more structured around their thinking as far as how can they apply AI. And as a part of that methodology, we also consider the financial justification. So that helps the customer really prioritize the use cases that actually make it through to the POC so that then they can be in a position to deploy those to production.
Awesome. So it's really about velocity then, making sure you keep the pace up. So I guess within that period, is it going to work? Is it going to fail? That's not wasting much time.
Exactly. And it's about efficiency for the customer as well, right? They don't want to waste their time, kicking around some idea that ultimately can't come to fruition.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, thanks so much for speaking to us today, Kirsten.
All right.
Thanks for watching.